So I know that yesterday I mentioned that we saw this vendor on the street who did really, really elaborate paper cutting. On our way back, we stopped at this restaurant, and this guy works upstairs who does paper cutting as well. But he does a more modernized version where he doesn't just cut out scenes that are on black paper or red paper, which is the traditional way, but he also paints on them too. So they're actually multicolored. And rather than just choose a landscape or maybe like a face, which is very common, he'll choose maybe a scene from a story. When we saw this, I asked him, like, where does this end up? Because I hadn't seen anything like it yet. And he said that he doesn't sell it. So, of course, when we were told that he wanted to give one to us, like, I just about melted into a puddle. When we asked where he gets a lot of his inspiration from, he made this comment about, how he wasn't fully educated. He stopped going to school, I think maybe was equivalent to our 4th grade, if I can recall. And so he claims that he is a lot more imaginative than maybe someone who has been studying a lot longer and analyzes things a little bit differently. So, for example, the scene that I was given is from a Chinese fable about, it's kind of like Romeo and Juliet. It's these two who fell in love, and at the time, girls weren't allowed to go to school, so the girl dressed up as a boy so that she could go to school with the guy that she loved. And eventually they were caught, and I don't know all the details yet. I only just bought a children's book yesterday, and Yao still has to read it to me because, once again, I can't read Chinese. But at the very end of this book, the two, tragically end, much like Romeo and Juliet that we're familiar with. But rather than just die, they come back together as butterflies so that they can live together forever. And I mean, not forever, but that they can finally be together. I think that was just, I don't know, it's really, really sweet. And Christina got this one of another Chinese fable about a woman who was able to close up a hole in the sky with some stones. And it's really, the features of the woman and the way that it's all drawn is quite unique.